we're here. We're back. A Lancero that, well, I've had this blend not 100 times. But I've had this cigar more than 10, maybe 20, way more than 10 times. So I smoked this cigar for the past like 2.5 years, multiple times. Robusto, I think Churchill Toro. But this is the golden era, as opposed to P. Diddy's golden showers, and it's the punch. 7 by 38. Nice size. Nice. It is a Honduran Puro. I have to look this up because I forget. I know that they collaborated with, was it Christian Aurora for the wrapper, but I can't recall because Punch is normally under General has stuff in Nicaragua as far as factories, let alone their fields. But General could take their Nicaraguan tobacco and put it in a Cohiba made in Dominican Republic. And the point is, always, for the most part, Punch under General is made in the Honduran factory. They have their own Honduran plant there and land. Whereas Macanudo is mostly made in Dominican Republic. So there's so many layers to General, and then they're split now. Was it Foundation or Foundry? Foundation, not Foundation. Is it Foundry? I can't remember. Because you have Partagas, Sancho Panza, the AJ brand, Diesel. They kind of split, I think, La Gloria. So basically, there's like two divisions in a sense in General. The big stuff like Macanudo and Cohiba. The CAO is under General still. But then, why am I even talking about this? Anyways, though, I'll look it up, maybe. That's a half-assed promise. I'm being honest that I'm not being honest. Great looking wrapper. I've had the cigar so many times, but never in this gauge. Now, if I did, I forgot, which means I didn't remember. So I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth that I don't remember. And golden grams and black pepper spice. I always got nuttiness, a nice honey syrupiness, and black pepper. And they were always consistent. It was a happy, semi-strong cigar. Nothing that's going to kick your ass, but not a boring, like a bland Connecticut. It was nice. It was enjoyable. And here you go. Give me a match with doesn't work. I like that. That was a good match. Son of a bitch. But these are wet. Just like your mother. No, son of a bitch. I think all these matches got wet. Motherfucker. They're all wet. I got wet matches. It rained today. Son of a bitch. How am I the only guy here with a wet chocha? This is, I gotta go inside and get my other matches. They're wet. They're wet. I'm not gonna get mad. We're back. Got some more matches. Huh? Great. Because you only take one match. I'm not even gonna edit out what just happened. That's why you don't leave your matches outside. Even though it's a patio, it still got wet. The moisture. I just bought this. It was yesterday, day before. Mm. There you go. Oh, there you go. That's a phenomenal cigar. Right off the bat. Right off the bat, this cigar gets right to the flavor. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Golden honey. Nuttiness. That's a banger. That's a banger. What did I pay for this? I don't remember. I don't think the Punch Golden Eras were really more than 10, 12 bucks. They were a little more pricier compared to regular Punch. But this, when Punch Golden Era came out, it kind of, from regular production, I'm not talking about small batch stuff. They'll do occasional high-end stuff, upper mid-tier. But the Golden Era for regular production was definitely a step up, in price too. But you get a lot for your money at Punch. Most of their cigars you can get $5 to $7, and they're good cigars. A cigar is a message encoded into a device that we call a cigar. Because if the cigar was blended, which means it has premeditation, which means people said, I want to get this out of a cigar. What do I need to do to get this? Or they might say, we have this tobacco here. What's the best possible combination that we could do? How should we age it? How should we roll it? How should we treat it? Then price point, psychological warfare, branding, boxing, locations. That's a whole nother factor. And this is a great message. I love this cigar. This is easy to love. This is like Chocha with consent. Over the age of 21. I gotta say that because I'm 41. It's different when you're 18. If you meet an 18-year-old girl, that's fine. Yeah, when you're in your 40s, it's got to be 21 and older. This is just my opinion, though. Anyways, the Punch Golden Era, I love that cigar. It's even better in this size. This skinny Lancero size is optimizing that golden honeyed flavor, and it's stronger, the cigar, but it's pushing the sweetness more. This is phenomenal. This is a masterclass blend, and in this size, that's a stop the presses, buy a box. I would smoke 2 of these back to back. I could smoke this cigar, this kind of blend. I could smoke it the rest of my life. It's an easy to love blend. Easy to love blend. That's easy to love. Very nutty. Pushing the honey stronger. Pushing the honey stronger than the regular Robusto. Finish very long, getting heavy. I'm gonna come back. So I already recommend the Golden Era in multiple sizes. But in Lancero, it's just even better. Even better. The best thing I should have done to smoke this is cut it in half and smoke both sides back to back. Why? Well, that way each half I'm cutting the resistance. I'm only smoking from like 3.5 inches to 3.5 inches. And in the cigar, I would even get more flavor. So you could cut a cigar in half and still smoke the whole cigar. People say cut a cigar, smoke half now, half later. Okay. But to cut this and then smoke the first half and the second half, in a way, you're skipping the resistance. You're going to get more smoke. More smoke. I promise you that, because the distance is shorter. Little cheat code. Yeah. if you want to make any cigar, I'm not saying you have to do it. It makes sense in a Lancero, long and skinny cigar. If you're trying to cut a Gordo, watch out. But if you want to make any cigar stronger, cut it in half and smoke in the natural order. Smoke the first half and the second half. Why? Like you can turn a Toro into like not exactly two Rothschilds, but two short Coronas. The point is because you're cutting the space. As you smoke the cigar from the beginning, that smoke has to travel maximum distance. And along the way, you're not getting a lot of smoke. Along the way, some of that smoke is getting absorbed by the filler. If you think when you pull a cigar from here to here, if you think all the smoke you pulled made it to here 100%, you're lying. This is why as you smoke the cigar, as it gets shorter, it also appears much stronger. Why? Less distance, you're getting right to it. It's like when you hear like older people when they meet, they're like, "Oh, we just met and we already knew. We were done with the bullshit. We moved in right away. We got a place in Boca." And you know what I'm saying? They'll say they have less time left. They can't be like, "I don't know, is he the one?" Bitch, you're 57. Time is distance, and distance creates loss. Although you don't, oh, it's very buttery now too. Wow, picture honey, rich honey, buttery honey. Nice amount of black pepper, very nutty. It's even better in this size. I can highly recommend this. Okay, yes. Oh, God. If Chocha tasted like this, you'd marry that girl. Thin ash, we're going to drop that. I don't want to be wearing that on my dick. Anyways, banger, box-worthy, easy to love. We'll get to the score at the end, but this blend has always been the blend from the first puff. I've had the cigar so many times. It doesn't hold back. Like, I don't know what it's trying to do. No. You understand the cigar from the first puff. Golden era. If you don't like this cigar, you're an asshole. Well, the wind is picking up. Deep into the cigar. We're at a medium full. It's not like a real heavy medium full. We're at a nice, comfortable medium full, excuse me. Enjoyable. Definitely this smaller gauge kind of ramps it up a little bit, but not to where it makes the cigar overdone or scary or anything. If you like the original, you probably still don't like this size. As I got to the latter part of the cigar, some nice charred wood came in, but not a real dark charred wood or a major note of the cigar. Still, look at the core of it. It's so much sweet honey note, syrupy sweetness. Very nutty. Good amount of black pepper spice. And really, I mean, in a way, this is just like a little more intense version of the Robusto. I would say this is my favorite version, though. The finish is very long, very heavy. It's an amazing cigar. And I mean that. It's going to reflect in the points. It's going to be a solid 4.75. It's not a godlike cigar. It's a 4.75. I can't give this cigar enough praise. The price point is very affordable. Like, give or take, I think they're $10, maybe 11 in Pennsylvania. It's a little more higher end for punch. Compared to other brands, I mean, you're getting so much flavor on this thing. And I'm sure with this type of tobacco, if you gave it a year or two, it's not going to hurt it. It has enough power behind it. You're still gonna get a lot of flavor. It'd be interesting to try an aged version of this Lancero. Like, maybe in a couple of years, if you find a place that has a box been there for 3 years. But it's been a very popular seller. Most people that smoke the golden era like the golden era. It's ramping up. I'll build a ramp right up Beansy's ass. So the Sopranos. I got not much more to say. This is a real simple cigar review. I've already had it many times, and I've always enjoyed it. And in Lancero, I think it's even more enjoyable because it's just going to give you even more flavor, a little more intensity. Very long finish. That's about it. So, let me know if you tried this. I can't recommend Punch Golden Era enough. Every time I come back to it, grand, great time. Delicious. Really, delicious. Anything bad to say about it? No. No. And it's been out for a couple of years, so it stands the test of time. People still really enjoy it. They're still making it. We'll see if they make it any other sizes or Salomon, or I think this would be cool in a short story size. That's gonna be it. Delicious. Quite sweet, syrupy, good enough spice, very nutty, and some charred wood towards the end. It's not like some massive complex cigar where you're getting like 10 different notes or feelings, transitions, but from the beginning you're just getting like a really good balanced, almost beautiful blend. Quite sweet. About 70% darkness. Man, I think it's a Honduran Puro, but most people don't even like give a shit about Honduran tobacco. There's some great Honduran tobacco out there. I can't stress it enough. And I think where Honduran tobacco does really well is in that 65 to 70% darkness. You don't see like a lot of like dark, strong Honduran Oscuro, dark Maduros coming out. But Hondurans make some great shade, and Hondurans make some great Cameroon. Hondurans make some great Habanos. That's my opinion on that. I could highly recommend this cigar. Very reusable, easy to love. Unlike Gio. I've been hard on Gio, but I'm going to be continue hard on Gio. Fuck Gio. I'll see you around. No cigars in prison.